Hey guys, how's it going? Destriee here. I'm going to do something different for this video. This is going to be a speed run, a modded speed run of Black Myth Wukong. I have two mods added here. One of them is the ability to use the somersault cloud anywhere, with a few exceptions. There are some places that will not let you use it still. And the other mod is the better dodge mod. What that does is, for one, it removes the stamina cost of using dodges, which I don't think is supposed to happen, but that's what it does. And it also lets you cancel your dodge with another dodge. It just makes it a lot easier to dodge attacks as it should be. Now, technically, I do not have that mod installed because when I initially got it, it didn't work with the cloud one. There would be a clash and the game would crash. So I only technically have the cloud one installed, but for some reason my dodging is still modified. You don't see it here because technically this isn't Wukong, or this is Wukong. It's not the main character you play as. But you'll see once I get to there that I dodge like a freaking maniac. And a couple other things that I want to preface here. This is New Game Plus 2. So I've already beaten the game twice. The first time I got the normal ending, and that was base game, no mods, no nothing like that. Second time, I started using mods and I got the special ending. And then this is my third run that I just felt like recording. Another thing, I don't do speedruns. This is actually my first speedrun, I think, ever. I don't think I've ever done a speedrun, really. Those aren't fun for me, but I've been playing a whole lot of this game, so I wanted to try something different. So that's what you're going to see me doing here. Now, this isn't a clean speedrun by any stretch of the imagination. I screw up a lot. I don't do optimal combos. I don't do optimal pathing. I take fights I shouldn't need to. I fight bosses I shouldn't need to. Partially, that is just because I wanted the video to be a little more interesting. I'm not a speedrun person. I'm not trying to beat a record or anything like that. I don't even technically know how long this took me to beat. I know the video is going to be almost 3 hours long, but I think it was more like 2 hours and 40-something minutes to get to, like, beating the final boss. I want to say, if you take out cutscenes and all that stuff. That might not exactly be true, but at least that's what I'm thinking. And so, yeah, I just kind of wanted to preface that first, get that out the way. This is not a clean run at all. I don't play this like that, really. I'm not a speedrun person, but even with saying that, this was still really fun for me to do, so I do hope you guys enjoy this video. What I think I'm going to do for this is, I kind of want to... I'm going to say what I'm going to say for like the next couple of minutes, and then I will probably just speak up in the beginning of each level, and just kind of talk about my thought process for each level and what I was doing. Because some levels I have harder times with than others. Some levels I get through way quicker than other ones, which you'll see as if you watch through this whole video. I do want to pause everything I'm saying here to just say, if you do like what you're seeing, please comment, subscribe, all that stuff I'm supposed to tell you to do. I say it in most every video, but I don't say it in optimal times. I'm still learning how to actually be a good content creator, I guess. I know I've already been doing this for about a couple years now, but it's still always been a hobby, even though I do technically get paid for it now, and it's sort of my only source of income since I went back to school, but still, I try not to make stuff unless I'm genuinely having fun, which is why I don't post very often. But outside of that, you know, really appreciate it if you could like the video, subscribe, and maybe give me some feedback in the comment section, things I could improve, or other things you guys would like to see. I can cover maybe some other mods and stuff if you guys want to check those out. And yeah, so I think without further ado, I'm going to get into my thought process for the first level. And I will say right now, I think this is the level I got lost in the longest. It's the level that, even though it's the first one, I have the least amount of memory of it, because I didn't have to spend as long doing it in my first two playthroughs as I did for this. And also, I did just say this is my first speedrun. I do mean, like, even of this game, this video is my first speedrun. Even though I've already went through the game twice, and the second time with mods, I still went through the full game normally. Just because I like the fighting, I like doing all that stuff. But I just had a feeling, you know, I'm going to go through it again, but this time I want to see how fast I can get through it using these mods and doing all this other stuff. And I just figured I'd record my progress and show you guys. So yeah, like you're going to see here, I'm going to fight these two guys. You don't need to. You can just leave. And I don't really fight much other regular enemies from this point forward. I'm kind of doing whatever I want. And like I said, not a clean run at all. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just have a vague memory of where to go for each boss. And here's the cloud, like I was talking about. Normally, you don't get the ability to do this until way later on in the game. But this kind of helps me skip a lot of encounters. I do make certain pit stops at places that I feel like are important. As I said, this is all kind of blind. Like, I know I'm recording over the fact, but what you're seeing here is my first time trying a lot of this stuff. Like, didn't try before this actually, like, skipping bosses and doing skips of certain areas and whatnot. This is my first time actually trying that. And so, like I said, really, if you knew exactly where you were going, you could probably head straight to the area where the last boss is from here and just not mess with any of this. But for one, I don't know the map that well for this level. And for two, I don't think that would be a lot of fun. I want to at least fight some of the bosses. But you see, I do skip some. And I do get lost here a little bit. Like I said, not only is this a rather crowded map because it's all like enclosed forest with some buildings here and there, but it's also the map I've spent the least amount of time in, so I don't have a lot of the map layout memorized. So it takes me a bit. You're gonna see I'm fighting the first main, technically, boss. The big wolf guy. This is where this is right here. I'm just heading back to trigger the boss encounter. And then from here, I fight the snake guy. And then I kind of just work my way up to the final two boss things. It's the same boss, just different forms. You know what I'm talking about. And that's really much. There's not much else I really got to say for this level. You're gonna see I do get beat up quite a bit here, but you also see that, like, beating the game twice unlocks some pretty freaking amazing stuff. Especially this right here, already almost dead. Freaking crazy. And I'm not using optimal staff or anything like that. I'm just using the one I like because I like the shock attribute. I'm using the one of the new game plus staffs you get from defeating all those dragons. You're not going to see me do that in this video because this is kind of like an 80%. I just want to get to the end of the game as quick as possible. But yeah, I don't really have too much more else to say for this level, guys. I will shut up now, and I will talk to you guys again when we start the next level. And I'll have a lot more to say, but it'll also have to be a lot quicker because that level goes really, really fast. So I will talk to you then.
Now that it's dead, you might as well take a good look around. The Great Pill, the Black Wind Guile, defeated. Finding it would be a deserving reward for that fight.
To what end do you seek? A ripple. You have forced my hand. Now you shall face what I truly am. Flow! You truly seek the three bells. Have you seen them all? Do you too desire that which they ceaselessly hold dear?
The bells. Three bells set in the mountains since the Black Wind wise returned, yet no one is allowed to go near them. Maybe the bells have something to do with the temples burning. His words sound like truth to me, little monkey.
How tough we are!
Stay sharp. I'm keeping a lookout.
Never give
Five. I am the Black. I was ascended to deity by one. Who are you to stand against me? You have ruined everything! That's all you're capable of. Show your hand! You have some cheap tricks! Meet me at the summit if you dare!
The spell he just cast may appear intricate, but it's not hard to learn. That Black Bear's expertise is lacking. Serving Guan Yin didn't help him much. But what he left here could surely help us. Consider today your lucky day. Focus and disperse, illusions traverse. You still have a lot to learn. But give yourself time.
He once told me, out.
Across streams, over hills, and through the black wind your blood has spilled. Wolves howl, snakes wind, flames lick, and the smoke blinds. Stumble on the lesser, lame, crash before their betters, shame. With such clumsiness, what destiny do you claim? As the small fish catches its prey, the bigger lurks behind. Who is the bigger fish? I can't see it. As for the prey and the small fish, they are swimming everywhere.